Welcome to Vantage Points, where we bring you the latest news from Indonesia. Let's get into today's top stories. Tonight on Vantage Points, a major shift in Indonesia's law enforcement landscape. The Attorney General's office is now working directly with the nation's biggest telecom providers, including Telkomsel and Indosat, to support legal wiretapping efforts. What does this mean for justice, privacy, and the future of surveillance in Indonesia?
The Attorney General's office is taking a bold step to strengthen its legal intelligence capabilities by officially collaborating with the country's largest telecommunications operators to support lawful wiretapping operations. The agreement, signed by the Junior Attorney General for Intelligence, Retta Manthavani, involves 4 national cellular providers, including Telkomsel and Indosat. The aim? To enhance law enforcement through the strategic use of telecommunications technology, particularly for gathering and exchanging critical information. Retta Manthavani stated that the collaboration covers various elements, ranging from data provision and communication recording to the legal installation of wiretapping devices. He emphasized that access to accurate and credible intelligence, commonly referred to as A1 information, is crucial to building stronger cases and improving the prosecution process across Indonesia. Some observers have noted parallels between this move and the United States post-9/11 Stellar Wind program, which famously expanded government wiretapping powers. The comparison raises important questions about oversight, privacy, and the balance between national security and civil liberties. As brought to you by Business.com.
As the Attorney General's office moves deeper into the digital realm, the public will be watching closely to see how this powerful new collaboration is implemented and how it will affect both justice and privacy in Indonesia. A police officer in Medan lands in hot water after a video of him extorting a motorcyclist goes viral. What happened next sparked debate and controversy.
The officer, identified as ARH, was quickly investigated by the Medan Police Headquarters after the footage spread widely on social media. In the video, instead of enforcing the law, the officer was seen demanding money, a clear abuse of power that prompted outrage across the public and online communities. Following the internal investigation, ARH faced an unusual disciplinary measure. He was made to roll on the asphalt in broad daylight as punishment. The officer later issued a formal apology. "I apologize specifically to the Polri institution because I have misused my authority. Instead of penalizing the offender, I went against the current," said ARH. "We are also ordinary people who are not exempt from mistakes," he added, promising it was his first and last time. The Medan police also confirmed further consequences. "We have taken disciplinary and physical action against ARH, and an ethical examination has been conducted in connection with his violations," said a police spokesperson. ARH now faces a 30-day special placement and the possibility of demotion as part of the ongoing disciplinary process.
I'm not really sure that rolling on the ground or having to complete an exam is just punishment for using your authority as a police officer to steal from people. A failed motorcycle theft in Cirebon ended in chaos as 4 suspected thieves were caught and beaten by angry residents.
A group of 4 men arriving in a car attempted to steal a motorcycle in broad daylight. However, their actions were noticed by suspicious locals just as they were preparing to flee the scene. The residents quickly mobilized, chased the suspects, and successfully captured them. In the viral video circulating on social media, the suspects can be seen being beaten by a mob before local police arrived to take control of the situation. No serious injuries have been reported so far. Police urge the public to avoid acts of vigilantism and to report crimes immediately. As reported by Tribune X.
It seems like the police were already there when the acts of vigilantism were going down. Maybe next time they can stop them. A resident of Asahan, North Sumatra, has died under tragic circumstances after falling victim to human trafficking in Cambodia. Lured by promises of a job, he ended up imprisoned and tortured. His final moments were captured in a heartbreaking video that has since gone viral.
This is the story of Azwar, a resident of Cirebon, North Sumatra, who tragically became a victim of human trafficking in Cambodia. Azwar is said to have died after jumping from the building where he was being held. He had been lured with the promise of legitimate work as a singer in Malaysia, but was instead sold to a scam operation in Cambodia. Before his death, Oswar recorded a heartbreaking video that went viral in his hometown. In the video, he appeared weak and sickly, pleading, "Jis, can I pay my fine, Jis, so I can go home, Jis?" He begged his family to send a ransom of 40 million Indonesian rupiah, warning that if they didn't, he would be resold or possibly killed and dumped into the sea. Oswar told his family that he had been deceived by an agent named Hassan and subjected to continuous torture and electric shocks while in captivity. His family believes he died in an attempt to escape, jumping from a high-rise building where he was being held. To this day, Oswar's body has not been repatriated due to the high cost, estimated at 160 million rupiah. His family, devastated and without the means to bring him home, is now pleading for help from the Indonesian government.
Oswar's death has left his family devastated and desperate to bring him home. With the cost of repatriation far beyond their means, they are pleading for government assistance. The case raises urgent questions about the protection of Indonesian citizens working abroad. We turn now to North Maluku, where a shocking act of workplace violence has taken place inside an industrial park in central Halmahera. The motive: a dismissed employee unable to accept his termination.
A violent incident unfolded at the central Halmahera Industrial Park in North Maluku, where a disgruntled local employee stabbed 2 foreign workers after learning he had been dismissed. CCTV footage captured the moment of the attack. The victims, who were supervisors, appeared to be engaged in a conversation with the attacker inside the office, with no signs of tension. Suddenly, the perpetrator pulled a knife from behind his shirt and launched into a frenzied stabbing. The attack caused panic inside the office. Several co-workers rushed to help, but during the chaos, the suspect injured a 3rd employee and managed to flee the scene. The motive became clearer shortly after. Just before the incident, the attacker had been called in to receive a termination letter. According to police statements, he could not accept the decision made by the victims, which triggered the violent response. The 2 stabbing victims were immediately rushed to the nearest medical facility and are currently receiving treatment. Meanwhile, a manhunt was launched for the attacker, who was eventually located and arrested. The suspect is now in custody at the Central Halmahera Police Station, where further investigations are underway.
A grim reminder of how tensions in the workplace can spiral into violence when left unchecked. Authorities continue to investigate the case, while the victims recover from their injuries. Poland may be thousands of kilometers away from Indonesia, but now, the heart of Bali beats right in the center of Eastern Europe. A cultural bridge has been built, quite literally, uniting 2 nations through tradition, architecture, and art.
A piece of Bali now lives in Poland, in the city of Słupsk. Eastern Europe welcomes the Bali Indo-Cultural Park, a grand 3-hectare complex showcasing Indonesian tradition. Inaugurated as part of the 70th anniversary of Indonesia-Poland diplomatic ties, the park cost $16 million and was built with the help of over 100 Balinese workers to ensure authenticity. Located in the Dolina Charlotti Resort area, the complex features Balinese temples, traditional houses, restaurants, art galleries, and even dance and painting studios. Visitors can also see a striking ogo-ogo, a highlight of Balinese ceremonial life. The event was attended by dignitaries from both countries, including Minister of Culture Fadli Zon and Bali Governor Iwayan Koster, who praised the park as the largest Balinese cultural center in Europe. While much is already open, construction is expected to finish by October 2025.
Does this mean less Eastern Europeans need to come to Bali? That wraps up our coverage for today. If you found this report informative, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.